all this smoke. Whew, Jesus guys, I've just had a near miss. Hey Mini enthusiasts, how are you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're well and I hope you're having a great day. Today we're back on the Racing Green and I very nearly had a major disaster. It nearly all ended in tears. That's towards the end of the video. But before that, I'm going to do a bit of an unbagging from National Mini Cooper Day at Bewley. And I've got my seats back. They look absolutely fantastic. So like I say, this is really getting round to the finishing touches on the car. I've just got turn up today the decals for all the cars. So that'll be coming up in a future episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. Catch you again very soon. Right then, so it was Bewley National Mini Cooper Day last week. So great opportunity to buy some parts for the Mini, which I've kind of forgotten about. So we're going to do a Bewley and unbagging quickly. It's only a short one. So the first thing I bought was a boot carpet. I may not use that. I am hopefully going to get one of those boot kits from Stitched Up Interiors, but that'll do for the time being. I have a set of switch gear. So these, that's the wiper switch, genuine Lucas one, and we've also got the indicator switch as well. Now my old switches were okay, but someone had bodged up this clamp ring here, which they're quite common that they break, so it makes it a little bit loose. So I could have probably got away with the old one, but I don't want bodged up switch gear on there. So those need to go on. We also got a throttle cable, speedo cable, and I got a couple of new rubber bungs for the wiper blanks. The ones on there just cracked and a bit old, and a couple of new spindle nuts because the old ones are not fantastic. Then we have got, I didn't actually get these from Bewley, I ordered these online. So I've got a pair of walnut door handles. As you remember, this car did have the full walnut kit on it. Unfortunately, the door handles and gear knob got flooded with water and were pretty much good for nothing after they got wet. All the lacquer had come off, all the laminate. I also have, let me get something to open with. So nothing exciting, water pump and gasket with a bypass because it's for a 998 Mini. Good to see it comes with a gasket. I seem to recall buying them before and you've got the water pump with no gasket in it, which is a pain. But that one did come from with a gasket. All these bits come from Mini Sport because Mini Sport were down there. Expensive part here. So I have a full set of 1.3 to 1 roller tip rockers. Now roller tip rockers, these are made for 1275 Minis. I'm informed by Mini Sport that they will go on a 998, but you might have to move some of the rockers around. The actual rockers, the rollers themselves are offset on the rocker. So obviously the valve spacing is slightly different on a 998 head. So they don't fit perfectly, so it might be a bit of jiggling around to get them to fit. Frustrating bit is, up until now, no one makes specifically rockers for a 998, or not those like the aluminium ones. I think you can get forged ones for a 998. But MED, I see on a post the other day, have just started prototyping some, so MED will have some soon. So I might upgrade to the MED ones if they become available. £15 pressure cap for the radiator, new wiper spindle because the one that I've got, unfortunately the thread's damaged on it, oil cap for the MPI, and then finally I have a set of inertia reel seat belts, the front seat belts. Again, the seat belts were in the box that got flooded. I did dry them all out and they were working. I did lube them up, but they've been sat in water, and the inertia reel ones on the front really don't trust it. I don't mind so much the back ones. I'll clean them up, they'll be fine. But the front ones, I think I'll just put on new for a bit of peace of mind. And finally, I bought new rear parcel shelf card and a bit of carpet for it to go on as well. Don't know what I'm going to do with speaker options at the back yet. I might not actually fit any speakers in the parcel shelf itself. What I might do is get those ones that sit on top of the parcel shelf, because they'd have been more sort of period looking. So yeah, that's it. That's the unbagging. Not sure what the next bit in the video is. You'll find out in a moment. Sorry, just realised I missed a little bit in the unbagging. So I bought some, these are the bullet connectors to the wiring loom, which is a little bit frustrating because I bought a brand new wiring loom. It doesn't come with the connectors to connect the front of the loom to the headlights. And I also bought a set of John Cooper floor mats just to finish off the inside. Now I'm probably going to put some felt insulation under the carpet. I haven't yet because I don't have any, but just for a bit of extra sort of sound deadening. And I've got those door handles on now. Not that pleased with them, to be honest. I bought them off eBay. They are very difficult to get the screws in because the screws are up here, the hole's down there, and they've not angled the drilling. So if you bought these off eBay, they're not easy to fit. And the colour of the walnut is quite a lot darker than what's on the car, but this has probably faded a bit over time, but you know, it is what it is. Right, just a bit of detail as we go through, because I always forget the detail, the stuff that takes ages to do. So the wiper motor, I've completely stripped it down. We've degreased a whole lot in gunk, and we'll re-grease it and put it back together again, because there's nothing worse than slow wiper blades, and it's usually because all the grease gets old and clogged up. This bearing starts to seize up in here. So yeah, let me grease all that up, stick it back together. Right, there's our wiper motor, all refurbed. I've just put a bit of spray wax over it because they do go rusty around the motor casing. But that should work lovely now. New park switch on there because the old one terminals broke off. Pretty normal. That's ready to go back on the car now. Now, like I say, it's a bit of a faff. So yeah, I'll just get on and get that done. Right, today was an exciting day. Guess what I've got back? My seats. So there we go, we'll have a look at them better in a moment because I need to do a few bits on them. But yes, I'll pick the seats back up off the trimmers. I'll get them up on the bench and I'll show you what we've done. So first seat, this is the passenger seat. This one, to be fair, was the better seat of the two, obviously, because it doesn't get used as much. So with this, I think the bolsters have been redone, and whatever it's called, the bit at the bottom that holds the base in place, because at the back here you can still see it a little bit. Actually, it had kind of collapsed, and then they've fixed the backing back on. This seat, I'm quite pleased with it. Looks really good, actually. I do need to just do a little bit of tidying up. Things like the screws are rusty, the screw heads are rusty, so what I'll actually do is just take them out and I'll paint them with a bit of satin black. But that seat looks really, really good. Obviously, it still looks a little bit tired. It's not going to look brand new. They're 35-year-old seats. So yeah, a bit of patina. The bit that has been done on them is new badges, the new Cooper badges up here. I managed to get them on eBay. I don't know whether they're replicas or whether they were genuine ones, but they're very, very close actually. These are the ones that's the one that come off. And it's not meant, that is just fading on the badge. It's almost like a completely different colour when you look at them side by side. But those are the original Corbeau GTS. So the rear seats, the actual rear backing of the seat, nothing was done to that. That is as it was before. It was perfect, so there was no damage or anything to it. However, the rear seat base had been eaten by mice. So this whole back piece here has been renewed with new leather, as you can see along here. The mice had eaten through the back. You could bear, to be honest, when it was in the car, you couldn't really see it because it was hidden behind the rear base. But obviously that's been done and is like new. The only other bit which I asked to be done, which they couldn't do as I wanted it, there was the stitching had teared here. And in fact, you can still see there's a bit of a gap there where the stitching is still gone. Apparently very, very difficult to do because there's a double fold on the stitching. So they'd have had to unpick all these stitches and I can't remember. They didn't have the machine to do it or something like that. But anyway, that has been repaired. So like I say, it's not perfect. So I think they actually, they put in a piece on the back of here to hold it together. But that has been repaired. As the guy said, you know, he said to me, does it get used much? Well, it's a rear seat in a Mini. It's probably going to get used once in a blue moon, maybe once a year if you're lucky. So that'll be absolutely fine, it will last. And then finally, we have the driver's seat. This has had the most amount of work. So again, bases were all sagged in it, so they've been done. This rear piece was kind of falling to bits. So that's been done, new badges on there, new bolsters, and this side has just been completely rebuilt from new. So that's all new leather, side bits, top bit, inside bit. That is all brand new leather in there. The only thing I would say is the leather looks different to this leather. This leather has got like a sheen, a shine on it, where that's quite dull. I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm not an expert, but I'm guessing that sort of just comes with age. So this seat, a little bit more tired. There's a little bit of wear on the side bit there. To get that perfect, actually, I've used boot polish in the past, but that seat is all done again. This has all been done. Yeah, so again, it doesn't look brand new. There's a bit of patina there. So there we go, that's ready to go back in the car. Little bit of tidying up on a couple of bits, and I need to spray the subframes so that, because the old ones are scratched up and that sort of thing. So they're all done. I can't say I'm super pleased with them. They still look a bit tired, even though the bolsters have been done. But I guess, to be honest, maybe I'm too critical. They are, like I say, whatever they are, 35 years old or something like that, and there is a bit of patina to them. And actually, what it cost to get them done wasn't bad at all. So I'd had in my mind round about 1,500 quid. They actually cost, when I went to see the guy, he had them for ages actually, and they were very difficult to do, especially that bolster. He done me a big discount on it. In total, including the VAT, £762, which, when I think about what it costs and what they've done, I'm more than happy with. I guess from my point of view, I was really hoping to get them back looking almost like new. But yeah, I don't know, it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, isn't it? For what it cost me, I'm pretty pleased with them. The only thing I would say, when I picked them up, they were filthy. They didn't look great at all. When I first got them back here, I was a little bit disappointed, and I'm looking at them thinking, I spent all that money and they don't look much better. But they just weren't looking their best. I've given them a clean up now. I've put some leather treatment on them, and I'll probably do them 2 or 3 times, because this leather, I mean, it's not too bad now because I've done it once. I'll put some leather balm on them, but the leather had gone really hard. But they just weren't looking their best when they picked them up. Now they've been cleaned up, they look okay. So yeah, like I say, I'm not 100% happy with them, but for what it cost, I can't complain, to be honest. And the guy did struggle with them for various different reasons. But once they're in the car, like I say, bit of patina, I'm sure they're going to look absolutely great. Whew, Jesus, guys, I've just had a near miss. Look at all this smoke. I set the car on fire. Yeah, so I'm going round checking electrics, and what I've done, I've got the positive cables connected up here with a clamp, and what happened was it shorted on the throttle cable. That heated the throttle cable up till it was cherry red, and inside here, that then was touching the carpet and ignited the carpet. Whew. Tell you what, that was scary. I very quickly heard the sparking. I come round the front and I saw the cherry red throttle cable. Then I left it a few minutes and saw the smoke inside the car, and it was on fire. Luckily I just padded it out, probably burnt my fingers a bit. But whew, you can never be too careful. Tell you what, a few minutes later, that did scare the life out of me, that did. Especially when I saw flames licking up behind the dashboard. So I've pulled the cable through now. Look, I mean, the cable, although it's still hot, is actually probably okay. Burn mark on the knuckle there. That was from the cable inside the car. Yeah, be careful. Luckily I do have fire extinguishers. I've got one up there, I've got one in the other corner there. I didn't need it. Would have made a right mess, those powder fire extinguishers, if it did. Be careful, guys.